Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatoon 2 on Nintendo Switch. This is the third global Testfire event of 6, so if you missed any of the others, definitely check those out. It's very early here, the sun is not even up, but I'm very excited to play. It's really reminding me of the Splatoon 1 Testfires. It's just, yeah, I'm ready to jump back in here, get more time with all the weapons, especially the Splat Dualies. The fat pigeons are cooing outside my window. Not really, but they will be in the game. I do hear birds, so yeah. It's just very early in America. We got German dude in here. So people from all over the world, of course. This is a global test fire, so there's people from all over playing, and that's why it's so early in some regions, or maybe super late. But that's the goal of this thing, to give as many people a chance to try it as possible. And I'm doing the crazy task of trying to play all 6 of them, so we'll see how that goes. We're almost halfway through, and I still, energy levels are high, power napping, plenty of fluids. Definitely going to get me through. Also, yeah, just the excitement of playing the test fires with this new game on the way is definitely, like, making me excited to get back in here. Whoa. So I'm going to remix the waiting room music while we wait, which is a nice, fun distraction. I don't know if people will like it as much as Squid Jump, but if you didn't see it before or hear it, you can do some crazy stuff with the waiting room music. It's like all the buttons seem to do something to just warp and fade in and out and do all this. Yeah. Oh, we lost somebody. Here we go. Okay. That happens in the first game sometimes too. You get one player drop and then like 4 or 5 jump right in their place. And yeah, so we are starting with the new weapon. If you haven't seen the new main weapon, this whole set has a new sub and new special. We got 4 new specials, 1 new sub, and 1 new main just within this demo, as well as 2 new maps. And I'm hoping we get a little bit more of Muscle Forge Fitness, the one that I have not played as much, because there's some really cool details. It feels like whoever's on the Splatoon development team really likes those jellyfish, because they're all over the place. There's the pigeons I was talking about. They got a lot of expressive animations that kind of puff up. I think they're a nice upgrade from the sparrows from last time. But yeah, the jellyfish, if you're paying attention, they're on this map as well. It's just, yeah, they're all over the place in this game. And ever since, yeah, some of the newer maps, I think, in the first game, they started adding them all over the place, especially behind, like, glass windows and stuff. You can see them constantly. And the Muscle Forge Fitness is a good example of that, because there's one, like, using a heavy bag. There's one climbing a rock climbing wall. They're just all over doing all this. Whoop, gotta watch out for that guy. He's over there with his own inkjet. I don't know if I can get him with mine in time. There we go. I wanted to make sure I at least took that guy out, since we had a good line of sight on him. I gotta be careful here, because we got, yeah, people all over the place. I don't know if my curling bomb is gonna do much against them. Oh, they're all in our turf. I don't know if we lost some. So it's cool how the on the top we can see the weapons and stuff now. Who's alive, who's dead, who has a special when they've got that rainbow glow going on. But it's also just cool to be able to see that the people that disconnect, they get completely grayed out. So they won't even have a weapon or anything. When they have an X, it just means that they're respawning at the time. So yeah, lots of different things to tell you exactly what's going on with the teams that you got, and what the players are up to, if they're dead or alive. Thought I had that one. Where'd they go? Somebody down here. Yeah, the splash damage is not so great on the... I'm noticing the splash damage is not the best on the the inkjet special. You really have to have good aim, just like with a blaster. You gotta hit them directly on, or you're not gonna take them out. The song that's playing, we don't know most of the song names yet, but it is one of the better ones, I feel like. It's there's definitely a change in the musical tone of Splatoon 2, I noticed, because the developers, they talked about how it's literally, 2 years since the first game came out, and it's been 2 years in real life, but yeah, it's also 2 years in the game, like in Inkopolis, so all the trends have started to change. And get that guy. Where's he going? He escaped, but not for long. There he goes. If we can get him. There we go. Alright. Trying to lead my shots because this thing is a little slower is important. But yeah, so because trends have changed in like fashion, there's also different musical styles that are more popular. It seems like the soundtrack has a more punk tone to it in a lot of the songs, but Not exclusively, you know, there's going to be a bunch of different styles of music, of course, so that's not going to be the only type. I got a nice synced up kill there with my curling bomb and my Splat Dualies. I got to start getting more practice with the rolling. It's just, sometimes it's a risky maneuver. It's hard to tell what that weapon is that they're using against me back there. But they got a Dualies set up as well. Let's get this guy possibly. There they go. Oh no! Man, backed up too far and went right off the map into the drink. And of course, Inklings cannot swim. Ah, man, if we had pushed a little bit more there and I had taken him out, we might have had enough ink to win, but at least that little cat gets to be happy. We need an official name for that guy. I don't know if it's Judd Jr. or... I think he's a... I just have a feeling it's going to be a clone, because Judd does not have any other cats to make kittens with. So it's probably some type of clone situation. I'm sure they figured, you know, Judd's not going to last forever. He's got the 9 lives. I don't know how many he has used over the huge amount of time he's been alive. He was frozen for a while. If you missed the story of Splatoon 1, you might have not heard all this weird backstory for the setting, but also Judd as a character, that cat. But yeah, I think they probably cloned him because they're like, we can't just have one guy judging all of the matches. We got to have another cat in there. Red Program is asking, can you control the guns separately? So you're always going to be, with the Splat Dualies, you have these 2 reticles, but you're going to be firing, you know, next to each other, so it has this wider spread. But after I do that tactical roll, then we get a condensed fire, so we kind of push the beams together momentarily, you know, for a little bit there to do more damage. So that's what you got to do to fire a bit faster and take people out a little easier. We had an inkjet fight there, it looked like, and our team survived, so that's good. Let's see if I can push in. This bridge is always like, it's like going over a hill in a car where sometimes you don't know if something's gonna be on the other side. You gotta take the risk and, geez, and just go for it. I had my special, but those other dualies took me out. Run, Mike, run! Mike was using the new roller feature of actually rolling faster. If you roll for longer, it starts to speed up, which is nice. It gives rollers a good reason to actually roll around more instead of always flicking, since that can be kind of tough to get splats with. We got our own inkjet. Let's add to the fray here with all the inkjets all over the place. There's another roller down there. I don't know if I can take him out. Somebody had my back, luckily, because I was in a bad spot there. The inkjet special, which I've used a couple times here, is kind of risky because I gotta remember to use it in a safe spot, because if you don't, then you're gonna have trouble with getting out of harm's way when you land back in, because you jump back to the spot where you started it, and that also means that people can see, there's a little marker, just like a super jump, where people can see where you are gonna land. So if you put that out in the open, you're gonna be in trouble for sure, because they'll be able to see, you know, where you're gonna land and be able to attack accordingly. If we can get in here and... Nope, we got 2 people. Ah! I should've... Yeah, I thought my buddy had the other guy, Pixel, there. They had a splatter shot, so they're gonna take me out faster, and then I got surrounded. We got a close match here, it looks like. Ooh, luckily somebody got down there and took them out. There goes the roller. Get him! Here we go. Okay. They're trying to get a lot of turf over here on the side. I'm gonna try to make up for that. Got our... Ooh, jeez! The curling bomb, deceptively large explosion, because I saw it and was like, uh-oh. You heard that hiss of it exploding, and it got me. I almost had my inkjet, too. I was hoping to have that ready to finish up the match here. We got a tip. Ooh, man. They were right there. Didn't see him, but luckily my buddy had my back. Trying to keep this covered. All right, here we go. Somebody's probably down here somewhere, right? So much pink ink. See if we can get maybe some of the side areas here that they're not going to be able to cover in time. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Get out of here. Get him, get him, get him. Ooh. Nope. They're out of the way. I got splattered right at the end. I was trying to get that inkjet to slow them down because they're going to be covering a bunch of spots. We might still have it. Yeah, there we go. Some of these matches, they feel closer. And then I look and it's like, oh, 50% to 36. That's very strange. Yeah, it's a big gulf in points, but it looked a little closer. I could tell we won that, though. Justin, man, with a lot of splats. Let's switch weapons here. Poke Gamer is asking, why is he live streaming at 7 a.m.? Well, this is the time of the third global Testfire, so I'm streaming when the Testfires are happening. If I want to play, I don't have a choice. I gotta play when they're going on. But yeah, it's probably some weird times for a lot of you guys, so I don't blame you if you want to watch the video version as well, but I appreciate everyone hanging out with the stream here and keeping me company in the chat. Fireball's been here for all 3 streams. He's going to plan to be here for the rest. Make sure you get some rest, because I'm doing this crazy plan of trying my best to be playing all the streams, but at the same time, that means only, 7 hours from the end of one stream to the beginning of the next. That's not really time to do all that much, including get a proper night's sleep. So yeah, don't go out of your, at the same time, it's nice having you guys, but these will go up as videos, so, no rush to watch or anything. Yeah, gotta get used to switching weapons. That's always a thing in this game where I'll switch weapons and then I gotta adapt to what we got here. Ooh, they both took each other out, so I didn't have to worry about that too much. Oh, no. Tenta missiles jumping in. There's someone right there. Ooh, man. I was gonna say, the splatter shot's still pretty quick to take people out in this game. They haven't really changed too much about the splatter shot. If you want a nice consistent weapon, that is the way to go. And it still has good range, definitely outranges the dualies. So with a lot of people using the dualies, I feel like the splatter shot is a very hard counter to that. It's gonna make them think that I'm, gonna fall prey to their stuff, and then I'm actually gonna jump up and splash down, try to get them. Nope, they didn't fall for it. I think people know what the splashdown is all about by this point. Got someone going around the side, potentially. If we can get down there and take them out, although at the same time, I don't want to leave that bridge vulnerable. Somebody's got to be around that bridge, it feels like, most of the time. Or there we go. Nice. Yeah, the inkjet, as strong as it seems, it's definitely something where if you are paying attention, you can take them out before they can really see you. You got to make sure you're playing it safe. As powerful as the specials can be, you're still pretty vulnerable using them. I got to be very accurate here with the Nope. Man, the dualies, I heard that. Oh no, that was the Tenta missiles jumping in, but I heard what sounded like the roll. Oh, almost got him. I think he jumped away. Gonna make my life tough here getting down, unless someone's down there to back me up. Yeah, the vertical flick on the roller is definitely helping, but I gotta be real accurate, or else there's no way I'm gonna take these guys out before they get me. Whoop, especially like that. See if we can stop whoever's going through here. There we go, got one. Somebody's on the way up, I'm sure. There we go. Can we jump to anyone? Oh, it's maybe not the best jump, but I'm gonna try to splash down just to see if anyone's around. Yeah, that didn't work out. There we go. Gotta get in here, and I got him at least. I was so close, I was like, I might as well roll over them. Alright, and then that skateboard needs a bit of ink. No, don't want to waste my ink by doing that too much. Go, go, go. Run out of time here, last couple seconds. See if we can get in and cover some of this side area here, because there's a lot of spots that are blue, but I think we got it. All right, here we go. So yeah, again, if you haven't watched any of the others, this is the Testfire. So we got these 4 weapon sets to try out, and some of them have new stuff. Like you saw, I was using the vertical flick on the roller. We also have the charge you can hold on the splat charger, but the splatter shot is the one that's kind of the steady. If you want to feel like you know what you're doing immediately and not just try out the new stuff. It's good to get a feel for the maps, especially if we get the gym here, Muscle Forge Fitness. There we go, right on time. This map it takes a little bit to learn because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies. The rock climbing wall up there with the barnacles, if you look up on the stage, it actually changes color depending on some of the team colors, which is cool. And also, there's just a lot. This is the stage that I was mentioning the jellyfish are very active in. There's a couple different spots where they're using like a heavy bag to train in this little narrow part here. I don't know if we can see him. He's over this way. But yeah, he's, oh no, this is different on this side of the map. It looks like that's on the enemy side this time. But somewhere around here, we do have jellyfish punching heavy bags, climbing rock climbing walls, doing a lot of stuff to stay active. despite being made of maybe not the most sturdy stuff. We got an inkjet or something over there. Just saw somebody fly up. Trying to be cautious with my roll in here so I don't go into any bad spots. Oh, there they go. I should probably just jump in and... Oh no, I was trying to get close to use a splashdown because I saw that other guy coming around and that guy was right there. Somebody took him out for me, so that worked out alright. Yeah, we got some sloppy coverage here. Gotta make sure I'm filling in some of these gaps with the ink. It's very tough to break the habit of jumping and flicking constantly. As cool as the vertical flick is, sometimes you want that horizontal one as well. Somebody right over here. Oh, I thought I had him, but I didn't quite cover enough to take him out. There we go. Alright, we're doing okay here, I think. One of those in. They're gonna have fun trying to get past that. There we go. Got the splashdown. Yeah, gotta remember not to jump so much. Or if you flick and then jump, you can still get that horizontal flick and take them out that way. Ooh, messed up my camera there a little bit. Forget which side these guys are on because they're, yeah, trying to surround me. Ooh, got somebody on this part. There we go. Alright, go. Somebody's gonna chase me up here, I just know it. There they are. There we are. Nope. Couldn't take down the whole team. I tried my best, but we had 3 out of 4 players right there. Trevor is maybe disconnected, or he's just hanging out, so I'm gonna have to play extra well if we want to actually win this, because it looks like Trevor's not gonna be helping us in the home stretch. Which is frustrating, but you know, we're in the Testfire. It's not a big deal. You never know what somebody's up to. Oh, somebody went that way. There they are. Oh, almost. Trying to get them. They're just gonna use their. Yeah, this is bad. They got so many people going compared to us. It looks like that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to win this. Can't get up that little bit. There we go. Let's jump in with a splashdown. Maybe they'll go into it. Nope. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be tough to finish, especially with the coverage we got. But try my best to take him out. I ran out of ink there. We really tried to fight back at the end. Cover that big ramp center Oh, I don't know. Might have brought it back. We got a lot on the sides. Despite Trevor shoegazing on the spawn point. He really wanted to check out the spawn point, I think. He was just kind of like, this is cool looking, it's new. And, yeah, he played a bit. You know, I don't want to knock him too much. He did help out. But it looks like, yeah, sometime in the match, he took a breather. And it looked like Jess or whoever was doing her fair share of the work to keep us alive there towards the end. Okay, let's see. Pokémon Master says, my favorite weapon was either the ink brush or the zapper, the duck hunt dog gun. That's, yeah, the end zap. There's 3 of those. So all the weapons should be returning, even though, you know, we only have a few right now. The game is early in development still. It's not coming out till the summer. So we got a couple months before it releases, but they did say all the weapons are coming back, so I hope that means every different permeation and style of them. I'd like to see the ink brushes and the octo brush and everything. Definitely miss those. I wanna know what they're gonna look like in this game for sure. But at the same time, yeah, we're wiping clean all the specials. I think the only one that really has a direct line is the Bomb Rush. There's like a Bomb Rush launcher. There's 2 specials that we've seen in the trailer that are not in the Testfire, which I'm curious to see how they work, because there's one that shoots up a bomb that does this huge, it summons this ink cloud that goes over the battlefield, kind of like an ink strike. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out and balances with the Tenta missiles that we kind of have already that ink strikes. And then the other one is like a Bomb Rush launcher that looks like the Ultra Machine, that old Nintendo toy that shot ping pong balls at your siblings. And that looks like maybe it'll be a Bomb Rush where you have to stay in place or move very slowly. We'll have to see. Bomb Rush was another special that I think some people had some trouble with, and I'm gonna repeat that one line by smacking the A button a bunch of times. But yeah, so the Bomb Rush launcher thing, we don't know what it's called for sure, but I'm curious to see how that's gonna work and be different from the normal Bomb Rush. But I bet there's going to be more specials than that, because otherwise there'd only be 6, and I think there's already more than that in the first game. I just don't think they have revealed all of them yet, of course, so we're going to have a bit of discovery to do with all the new stuff they're adding. And I also expect at least one other new main weapon type. I don't think the dualies are the only main weapon that we're going to see in this game, so I'm curious what other stuff they can come up, they're going to come up with that is going to be able to compete with how cool the dualies are, because I'm really happy that we have these now. He's going around this way. He saw me probably, so he backed off or went a different way. Maybe I should get a better sniping spot. It's pretty risky to get up on this middle part with a charger, though, because people tend to want to get in here. Doesn't seem like the other team is really pushing too much, though. Well, they have their own charger, so you gotta watch out for that, because they're probably better than I am. I'm playing the charger a bit, even though it's definitely not the weapon of my choosing that I like to use a lot. Where are they? Oh, no. Oh, I took out the other Stingray. Got really lucky there. So the Stingray special is, that's probably the one with the highest learning curve in how to use it. Definitely feels like, not something that is easy to handle. You really have to time that right. It does shoot a beam that goes through walls like the killer whale, but at the same time it's something where if you are not aiming so well, then made a weird noise as I was trying to line up my shot there. Hesitated. Yeah, the Stingray, I was talking about that. I'm so focused on trying to actually snipe well. But the Stingray is going to be cool to see how people use that ultimately to, I gotta watch my back, to take out some of the people that are hiding or camping in different spots. We got someone behind us. It's another charger. I'm actually gonna be able to hold my charge if I want to move slightly and then bust it out there. It's just kind of situational, but it is a nice new addition to the charger, being able to actually time out those hits and hold it a little longer. You can't hold it very long. There's like a gray meter, I guess, on the back of the ink tank. It's kind of hard to see. That tells you how long your charge will be held. And you gotta watch that so that you know if it's gonna run out, because it's not gonna last forever or anything. We can get this guy. He's down here somewhere. There he goes. Ah, man. Hit him a little bit, and he got his own Stingray. Get a good shot of that, at least. The Stingray, it takes quite a bit of shots to, or that beam has to stay on them for a little bit if you're actually going to take them out with it. So I think it has a lot of disadvantages, but I've already seen some people really scary with that, like, making it feel like you don't want to get anywhere near them with how good they are with it. Somebody on the side. There's a roller on the way in. If we can get a little bit more. We might have this, though. I did not check the map. We can pop that up almost immediately, though, anytime. Even when we're respawning and watching the kill cam or anything. Yeah, I definitely had that. I got some good charge shots, too. I'm surprising myself with actually playing the charger a little better than I'm used to. There we go. Johnny did not get spotted at all. Everybody's doing real well. But yeah, the charger, it's never been my weapon of choice. In other games I have played, sniping type weapons and stuff and characters, but I don't know, for some reason Splatoon I never really gravitated towards the charger. I think there's so many other weapons that it's hard to not just jump onto like the brush or something else that I feel like I play a little better with. So didn't get as much practice with the charger in the first game as I would have wanted, but now is the time to correct that and get some practice in. Maybe I'll use the charger more in Splatoon 2. I also think it's just the graphics being a bit sharper. It's a lot easier to parse what's going on, I feel, compared to the first game. It seems like I'm able to better gauge my shots, and also we're playing with a lot of people that might not have played the game before, so it's a little easier to get those splats and everything. Alright, let's see. Who is that little kitten anyways, says Haruchan. We don't really know for sure, but I feel like it's got to be some type of connection to Judd, of course. He's got identical fur patterns. There's one kitten in the world in this game, and now there's two, so it's like, you see the connection there. Okay, Ernest wants to use the charger or the roller. They're both really good. I like the buffs that they got, and the vertical flick and being able to hold the charge in squid form are going to really expand the ways that people can use those weapons. I think we'll see a little bit less shooter class weapons, you know, in terms of use. The chargers are already pretty popular, but it feels like a lot of people use the Octo Shot or the Tenta Tech, and certain weapons were really popular in the first game. It's almost like, you know, the normal splatter shot is so good that it's not really worth using too much else if you're good enough with that. You know, you don't have to go out of your comfort zone too much. You can still do really well with that weapon. Ooh, gotta be careful here because they're gonna make their way around, but ooh, they're up in the air. Nope. I gotta get out of here. There they go. Ooh. I thought I hit them. Maybe not. They're out of there. And then see if I can. Yup. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's so slow. It's the Stingray is definitely not a special you want to just pop out when you're in trouble, because so slow that if they outmaneuver you, as the Dualies are gonna do, is yeah, they're just gonna take you out so easily. We got a good team here on the pink side, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually move in that much. We have 2 chargers, and I'm definitely not the best charger, as I mentioned. I'm not too competent with it. I think I might have gotten the person with the splashdown there, because they jumped up and landed right on my splat bomb, which definitely is nice to see happen. Where's that roller going? Saw him go around that side. Oop, they're trying to. Okay, somebody got him. Good. I gotta get in there though before the enemy team starts to take a lot of this back. We got someone on the way over. See if we can shoot through the bridge and find them. Nope, we got. Man, yeah, the inkjet definitely takes out the Stingray. If they've got that, it's not the fastest firing, but it definitely is gonna take out a slower firing special for sure. Got someone going up there. I gotta not worry too much about my charge shots and just go with it, because then I think I'll do okay. If I worry too much about how well I'm firing, I seem like I don't do that great. There goes the Stingray on their side. Yeah, I can't tell what's going on. Maybe our other charger is not great either, because we are having some major troubles here, actually, getting any of these splats. So we get this guy hiding down there. Oh no! He's in a bad spot for me to actually hit him. It's so tough to, yeah, you really have to know whether they're in your sights. You can kind of hear it, but it can be hard to actually take them out in time if they're moving around. The Stingray is a very, very double-edged sword in a way. Man, I really just cannot get into the center area. They've got it locked down really well. Here comes someone right up into the turf. They probably can see my beam there, so they're taking their time to wait to get in here close. Yeah, it's like I can't do much when they're firing all over the place. Get in there. We have no time to get turf, but maybe we managed. They were really focusing on the center. Nope. I was like, maybe we managed to get more turf because they were focusing on splats. I think it's time to switch off of or swap or change. I gotta stop saying switch when I don't mean the system. I'm gonna swap to another weapon though, I think, because yeah, that was tough on me. I only got 1 splat that whole time, and I think it was with a splat bomb. But yeah, I think the other team was just better players. Let's go with the splatter shot, so we can get some more Tenta missiles in. And Peachy, they were Peachy in one of the games that we just had. So jumping in there, it's definitely not too tough to run into people in the Testfire, because you know it's very focused time to play. So I've had a lot of people say, "Hey, I'm in there with you." You know, I was at this point, this timestamp, which is really cool. Seeing, yeah, I saw some screenshots people sent me on Twitter of them being on my team usually, and helping me out with these victories most of the time. It tends to be people that watch this game are pretty good at it. It feels like the other streams that I've done of Splatoon. You know, if you've watched any of the Splatter Day Night live streams and stuff like that, it's like almost everybody that I add is pretty amazing at the game. So it definitely feels like it's nice having you guys on my side, because it's I think this might be the song I was thinking of. That yeah, I like this one a lot. They got their own Tenta missiles moving in here, and I gotta get out of the way. So yeah, the Tenta missiles, if you can maneuver around the area, they're not that tough to avoid. Let's send mine in. Here we go. We'll see if we can get anybody with that. That center area is gonna be tough to actually break into. with a good charger over there. See if we can just kind of walk in and take them out. There we go. Yeah, they maybe didn't see me on my way over. So many spots on the side here that are vulnerable. Whoop. Especially when we got people walking right around. That's a dually. There we go. Yeah, the dually, as cool as they are to dive in like that, you really have to have good aim because a splatter shot is just going to out damage you very easily. Got somebody over here. Where'd they go? This ramp here in the center, it's really like, it's almost like the bridge I was talking about on the Reef map, where if you're, where are they? If you're not really looking at where you're going up the ramp or down the ramp, it's like a major blind spot that can be tough to see your opponent in. So it's pretty easy to hide down in some of these spots and avoid detection. Oh, got someone over there. Their own burst bomb. Got that charger though. The charger really does have this huge glare on them when they are holding a charge. So that's another way they've been balanced in a way that's not really good for the charger. But it's good for people that have problems with charger weapons because got two people. Couldn't get either of them. I knew I was getting sandwiched there. But yeah, the charger having that huge target on them when they have a full charge is definitely something I appreciate because I think that's kind of similar to the Inkzooka being revamped and changed into a different special. You know, the Ink Jet is kind of like the Inkzooka of this game. I like being able to actually see when someone is doing, you know, has a powerful weapon going. Ooh, we got two people here. If I can get in there and take them out before this other guy gets over here and takes me out. Okay, there's people all over the center, it feels like. Get him. Ooh, nope, they're back there. Can we get these going in time? Somebody's gonna sneak in on their curling bomb, maybe. There we go. I got a Tenta tech on me that I need to get out of the way of. Or a Tenta missile, sorry. Man, they got the center and they pushed it at the end enough to win, I think. Yeah. Oh, that was really close. That was one that I wasn't expecting to be close, but it was. Within less than 1%. Let's do another with the splatter shot, though. But yeah, I can't remember what I was rambling about, but something about oh yeah, the fact that a lot of the dangerous stuff in this game is a lot more projected. Like, you still have to be really good with it to get those splats, but it's like, I like not having somebody pop out of nowhere, use their Inkzooka and just blast you from across the stage before you can even react. It always felt like a very cheap kill. But now it's like, okay, the charger, when they have a full charge, they glare a little bit, so you can get around that. You know, you can squid and try to hide and pop out, but at the same time, it's like, if you get hit by a charger, you probably weren't paying attention or were playing too risky, and, you know? Let's see. How do you like the Splat Dualies, says Pokemaster Kiki. I actually really like them. I want to switch back to them here after this match, I think. But yeah, it's going to take some time to get those rolls down, because you can direct them all over the place. You can roll mid-air to just go straight down to the ground. We're going to have a couple dualies to deal with here, but I mentioned before, I do feel like the splatter shot is maybe pretty good at dealing with the dualies, because you just got to stay away from them. And when they roll, there's that slight gap in time before they can actually move again. So the roll is not necessarily the best option all the time. The splatter shot really built up special super quick. It's definitely nice to have those Tenta missiles almost immediately after starting the match. Here we go. Got mine. Let's see if we can find more players. There we go. I missed the one. Yeah, you really have to be quick to lock on and then execute that Tenta missile shot. If you hold that special out while you're trying to target, it'll actually drain over time, and then you will lose it if you don't fire it. So you got to use it or lose it, sort of deal. Oop. Man, thought I had him there. I need to aim a little bit quicker. That was a dually player. But yeah, the roll is nice to get that focused beam, but you're going to be stuck in place for a split second. So it is a little tough to adapt to if you are not used to being stuck in the ink, or, you know, stuck on the ground where you're not going to be able to fire so well. There we go. Outstrafed him there. I really got to use my range to my advantage against the dualies, though, because that's going to keep me alive and able to take him out. I guess we'll just go after that guy, because I think most of their team was splatted and respawning at that point. You could still target them all the way across the map with those Tenta missiles and take them out right from spawn, but it does feel like it's pretty easy to avoid if someone's paying attention. There we go. Helped with a little burst bomb there, even if I didn't get the splat myself. Somebody's jumping up. Careful now. Oh, where'd they go? There they are. Even just a burst bomb to help somebody get a little bit, you know, worn down is helpful. I'm not going anywhere near that. There we go. Jeez. Where'd that dually go? I got people on either side, making my life rough. Was that a dually? They rolled, but then it looked like they threw a burst bomb. Maybe they just had a quick curling bomb there, because you can hold it and throw it out, and it'll explode almost immediately. So yeah, the dualies, it's definitely not going to be super overpowered. I feel like a lot of people were worried about that roll. I'm sure there'll be different versions of the dualies too that have that roll, so it's not just like one weapon that has it. But jeez, gotta get that aim down a little better. They're not going to be overpowered. I get destroyed by a dually. No, I think they're pretty well balanced, because you have to pick the right time to use that roll. Where is? They're going around here, aren't they? There they are. I keep thinking that I'm seeing a splat bomb off of the. Nope. That was just a normal splatter shot, right? Yep, it was. Let's check the map here. I'm gonna jump in because we don't have any time to not do it. We'll get a good overview, even though didn't have enough time there. They tried to. Yeah, that was a really good timed curling bomb. If we had a couple more seconds, they would have taken me out because it was right where I super jumped. I did a very risky super jump because I knew the match was gonna end before I could get splatted. Okay. Let's swap over to, I remembered to say swap instead of switch, to the dualies and try those out. Look at the texture on those boots. The up in graphics is definitely noticeable, but it's funny, yeah, seeing all this new style of clothing popping up because trends have changed, as I mentioned. Okay, so I'd like to, yeah, I really want to practice the dualies more on the fitness, Muscle Forge fitness map, so we can see that a little bit more. I'd like to find, if we get the right spawn point, we can find that jellyfish stretching his weird arms to hit the heavy bag and work out. None of the jellyfish at the gym seem any buffer than a normal jellyfish, but maybe that's just because they're maintaining their physique, and most of them are really healthy in this world. Yeah, it's strange to never see any Inklings actually hanging out other than out in the plaza in it's Inkopolis Square in this game. You don't see any Inklings like watching matches, and I wonder if that's just because they all want to be in a match. They don't want to sit and watch it, but it's usually just jellyfish all over the place. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, the Inklings go to a different gym maybe, I don't know. They battle at this one, they work out at the other one to stay fit. Okay, we're winding down the second half of this stream though. We got a handful of matches and we'll finish up, but again, I mentioned there are a bunch of other you know, especially if you're watching this later, there's tons of these Testfires. There's going to be 6 of them total, and you can check out, you know, if you want more footage of different weapons and, you know, different matches, then please feel free to check those out. Horror-chan wants to note the next stream is at 3 p.m. Eastern Time today, so 7 hours after this one ends, we will be jumping right back in, if my math is right there. Then we'll be back in and doing more, and then again at 11 tonight, and once more tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., and those are all Eastern Time, so gotta check your local listings for those if you live in a different time zone. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Alright. But yeah, see the rock climbing wall with that jellyfish desperately hanging on was yellow, and it was green last time, so yeah, they definitely swap the colors around depending on, it's kind of how like the little inflatable targets and stuff all swap around depending on what color the ink is and everything. Alright, let's just get right in the middle here and try to throw a grilling bomb in, since I know that's going to be a hot contested zone. Be careful because I saw that roller. They got him. Okay, good. Team's doing a nice job. Ooh. Let's see if I can bounce one of these down there. Oh no, they got an ink. Ooh. Jet. And I'm gonna pull mine out and see if I can. Ooh, I gotta get. Ah, man, the grate. I forget about that. If you go over the grate, then you can't actually fly up anywhere. You gotta be actually over solid ground to fly up at all with the inkjet special. So kind of rough to to use if you're not used to that fact. Oh, I thought it could maybe make it over that gap, but it definitely didn't. Another real cool thing about the curling bomb, it definitely reminds me of the, if we can get him, yeah. Definitely reminds me of playing Mario Kart 64 and getting that, getting the shells when you're playing the block fort level. I'd love to see that return in some Mario Kart, because it's just a really fun level where there's just frantic stuff, but the, Justin's just hanging out after that splat. But yeah, the block fort where it had all these little canyons and crevices to have your shells bounce around, that's what it feels like with the curling bomb on a map like this, where it'll go down into some pits and bounce all over the place. We'll take these guys out, but it's going to be a little tough to get them, especially... Ooh, jeez. Man. Shouldn't have run out there. The dualies have such short range that I was trying to chase that inkjet down, and that was not the way to do it, because he got out of my reach, and then somebody else took me out when I made myself vulnerable. Man, look at this. The green team, I don't think we lost anyone, but we're still having a really tough time here. Someone's going to get me as soon as I start making turf down here, because I know that, yep, they know that I'm here. Jeez. And this is when it's frustrating to, yeah, I don't know what's happening with my team, but when you can't really even get out of an area because you're getting surrounded by different types of multiple players in different spots, it can be tough to even get anywhere on the map. He's gonna jump and go after me as soon as and there's another guy over there, so it's like, how do I even get down there? Doesn't seem like there's a good way. Might be able to take, nope. Well, that didn't work out. I think I got maybe a team of Splatoon, not veterans, but people that know what they're doing a little bit more compared to my team. Seems like people who might not have played yet. Jeez. Justin finally got splatted by someone after he took me out. We'll see if we lost someone, but that was rough. That was some of the matches I've had before where we've pushed them back. This is the complete opposite here, where they definitely dominated that center area. I want to see what their weapon setup was like, because it seemed like they were covering a lot of turf and a lot of different styles of play. They definitely had a dually. Yeah, they had most of the weapons there. And Justin, yeah, he looks like he was even taking a snooze after he killed me. He was like hanging out, not doing anything. So he seemed pretty confident in his rolling ability. We'll see how we do if he stays in this lobby. All right. Australia, it's in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's the whole point of these test fires taking place every 7 hours, is that it's time, eventually you'll be able to hit one of them, even if you're not able to play in all of them. You'll be able to find one that kind of fits if you're able to join in. Okay, so we got Justin on our team now. Now he's a gal. He doesn't have the gal, that's a weapon. He's got Splatoon puns. He's got the, yeah, they randomize your look and your, if you're the Inkling boy or girl, so, because we're in the Testfire thing, so they just made a bunch of designs. All the gear has the same abilities, though, so it's not like you're getting different stuff, it's just different looks. Some of the Inklings, actually, it feels like they have different advantages in terms of visibility, because that hairstyle on the one, the kind of updo, feels like you're a bigger target in a way, like they could spot you from different spots of the map a little bit better. I don't know. This might be a good spot to go in with this. If I can get that guy in the corner. He went around a different way. Somebody else got him. And my jetpack exploded. It's definitely a balance thing, obviously, but it makes me think whoever made the jetpack, if it was Sheldon at Ammo Nights, he definitely needs to make it actually run for more than a few seconds without exploding, but obviously it's a special weapon, so it can't last forever. They're just funny that they're very wasteful with their jetpacks, where it seems like they use a few and then they're all gonna just burn through them within a match. There are probably so many jetpacks that are gonna explode. The Inkling's not the most, conscientious with the stuff that they're using. Got someone here. Let's see if I can duck out of the way and get over here. I gotta get. Oh, nope, we're in a bad spot. Can I get this guy? Yeah, there we go. All right, man. I really thought I was not gonna escape that. I kind of rolled to get out of the way, but I managed to take them both out and get some rolls in there, so that was good. Let's try to get back up towards the bridge. I'm a little worried about people pushing through. That's kind of the strategy I've been doing a lot of the time here, is making sure to watch the bridge. Also, watch people who know to do the strategy with their curling bombs, and just do it like the Seeker, where they follow in the path of the curling bomb to get through. Got someone who's going to outrange me if I'm not careful. They're backing up. They're using their Tenta missiles. That's when I want to squid out of the way. Alright, now we got to go back, take them out before they get over here too far. That guy's going to make it a little... Yeah, the splashdown special, it's cool, but it really feels like it's a waste if you use it when there's nobody close enough to even really do damage. You do cover a little bit of ink, especially if you're using it when you're not super jumping. Not really going to get you much turf, and makes you a sitting duck in a way, because you're just kind of hanging out there after you splash down, and then it's very easy for someone to move in and take you out. Get that guy, maybe? Maybe someone? Uh-oh, someone's on the way over. Okay, just jump down. We can get this guy. Oh. Oh. Get out of the way! Ah! Had too much damage from that curling bomb and the other guy, so we got surrounded a little bit there. We inked our side areas pretty well, so... yeah, alright. I was hopeful. Sometimes the little bits on the side are what turn the match. I felt pretty confident we got that one, though. Okay. Justin's help. Well, Justin, yeah, he was on the bottom for turf coverage, so that kind of shows if you're a ranked player in Splatoon 1, you might want to make sure you're focusing on turf a little more in this game, because in this mode, because we're playing Turf Wars. I'm pretty sure ranked will return. We don't really know if they're going to bring back all the modes necessarily. I would assume they're going to have all three of them, you know, getting Rainmaker, Tower Control, Splat Zones, all that. But I think they're probably going to add at least one more, because it seems like it wouldn't be a new ranked mode if they didn't have a fresh, you know, style of play. Ernest says, how much countdown to run out a roll? So you can only do 2 rolls in a row, and they use quite a bit of ink, so if you are rolling twice, I think best strat is just roll once and try to take them out if you can before you even bother to roll again. But if you're just using it to avoid stuff, then the roll, you know, you can roll multiple times. You just got to remember that you're not going to have much ink left after that, because it blasts it out of the back of the dualies to get that force to propel you. Does anyone know if you can shoot into a splashdown? I think you can, and it's... Yeah, I did actually see someone in one of the test fires we've done already. Yeah, I think I actually splatted them before they got their splashdown done, because you jump up, and then I hit them, and they didn't finish the splashdown, so it was a little sad for them, but yeah, they're not invincible. It's just most people are trying to focus to get out of the way. They're not worried about shooting them as much, but again, it's like the inkjet, and most of the specials, when you use it, you gotta be careful that no one's around to just take you out. You gotta use it at the right time. Tiny Gaming says, are the dualies gonna be your new favorite? So far with the new weapons, they definitely are. I don't know if we're gonna have a brush improvement that really, you know, cements that as my favorite. I think the dualies are my favorite shooter class weapon of the main, you know, types. But yeah, I definitely need more practice with the rolls. Too much dualies, says Ursula. Well, the dualie, they're the brand new thing, so, you know, the other weapons, mostly, you know, they got some changes to them. I really want to play the dualies a lot, not just to practice, but also because this is the one brand new weapon that we've got access to in the Testfire, so. Well, I have been playing other weapons, so if you didn't check that out, please do. Okay, Lewis doesn't have a Switch yet, but you got plenty of time. I'm sure they're going to do more Testfires, because we got ample time before the game releases, so. You know, Splatoon 2 is in the summer, so there's many months ahead before that is happening. I really think it's going to be late summer is my guess, maybe like August or something, because that still counts. Even I always think of August as fall, probably because of school. Okay, let's see. Brandon says, do you think Rainmaker is returning? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would bring all the modes back. We might see some major renovations in terms of how they play. I think most of them would probably actually be pretty balanced with a lot of the specials changing. I think the specials are really what makes ranked mode kind of feel a little lopsided, like having a ton of bubblers on the tower, that sort of thing can make things kind of rough. Yeah, oh, well, somebody's like speculating Splatoon in late May. I think that would still be spring, but it would be nice to get Splatoon 2 if it launched somehow on the day or around when Splatoon 1 came out. That would be great, but I think they're still heavy in development here. They haven't had too much time to get this game going. That's probably part of why we've only seen so much of it. We're having a tough time finding a match here. You know, we got a couple people that we need to fill out these spots. Let's remix the music, and I'll check out the chat in the meantime. Yeah, I really got to learn all these different... So this left stick definitely messes with the... It's like rewinding a little bit, or yeah. Oh, we're about to drop out of here and get a new lobby anyway, so we only have a few seconds. Let's wah over and over. Yeah, something happened there where we just didn't find the players we needed. But the, yeah, so far I think I've had almost like 1 or 2 lobby kicks pretty well running in terms of connection and everything. I haven't had too many issues. Again, I mentioned I'm playing with a wired connection, not wireless, but I've seen people say they played it portably using Wi-Fi and playing it, you know, handheld mode with the Joy-Cons and whatnot, and it still ran really well. And even after an hour, I think the battery life estimate is maybe like 4 hours of playing with Wi-Fi and settings all, you know, going. Because people were talking about having like 100% charge and maybe using like 25-30% of the battery in one Testfire, which is about an hour. So that makes sense, yeah. So if you are playing it portably, you can probably get a good solid 3 or 4 hours out of it before you got to charge it again. I've been, you know, to record, I've been playing it mostly in docked mode, but it is nice, yeah, having that portability. And it doesn't seem like we're really compromising on the graphics or anything, because it definitely feels like this game looks quite a bit better than the first one. It might be a little tough to notice for certain people if it, you know, it plays similarly. So I've seen some people say, how is this different from the first one? There's a lot of stuff, especially in gameplay, that is very different from Splatoon 1. It's just maybe something you got to get your hands on to really feel and notice all of the changes. I almost wanted to throw a bomb up on the ledge there, but I had to remember I have my curling bombs and not a bomb that I can just toss out. The suction bomb on the roller, I still feel like that's one of the better bombs to use. Get this guy, get out of the way. Saw he was gonna go for that flick, but fast enough. You know, the roller's very popular in the Testfire. Once again, some things just don't change after 2 years, and the rollers are still very popular, but there's a lot of new players that are learning, you know. It seems like a good idea to just roll over people a lot of the time, but that won't always work. I'm pretty sure someone's like hiding in this corner. I'm not sure. No. They threw a curling bomb, and then either they got splatted or dipped out of there because I didn't see him again. He might have super jumped away. I feel like I would have noticed that, though. Here comes a roller. They're going to try to get in and flick. I don't know if that curling bomb will get him in time. We do have this, though, to take that guy out. Oh, there he goes. He's up there. Gotta get him. It's tough to, like, hitting somebody when you're not above them, so that is the advantage of... Oh, jeez. You can't squid through a... You know, a fence is not gonna stop you when you're squidding. Gotta remember that. Let's jump to this guy. Hopefully that'll be a safe super jump. I don't know about that. We're okay. But yeah, the... It's weird how the... There they go. Oh, man. Did they get me with the current? I guess they just splatted me, but it looked like I was out of the way. The Inkjet, the jetpack special, it gives you higher ground, but it's just tough if you... Yeah, I was not high enough up to actually take that charger out reliably because they were in a position where it was like I had to be careful with. They're gonna drop right around here. There they go. Got him. But yeah, the charger was on like a ledge where I couldn't get a good vertical shot on them, and then I had to deal with shooting past them. It was kind of tough there. Inkjet definitely feels like a more balanced Inkzooka in a lot of ways, combined with a blaster. Let's see if we can get over here and maybe take them out. Oop, they're down here somewhere. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you can smack them a ton of times with that, and you might not even get them. Is the issue if you're not hitting them dead on. Just like I mentioned with the blaster, you got to have really good aim. Or you might not get them. I got rolled over by who was that? And they splashed down right in the end. Felt like they had a little rough match where they didn't know exactly what they were doing, but in the end, they got me, but we got the win. Yeah, the... let me see here. The, what was the name of the one guy that... Was it? Oh, Diochu. Yeah, he was the one. I could kind of tell he maybe hasn't played the game too much, but he still got me with a roll, so that's why you still got to watch behind you, of course. Got rolled over, and we got a cool shot of the splashdown to finish. I think we got maybe a couple more matches here. Even after the Testfire technically ends, I was able to get at least 1 or 2 matches in, so definitely stick around. We got a few more matches, and then we will finish up. Thank you guys again for hanging out. We are about halfway done with the Testfires this weekend. It's a very busy weekend for Splatoon 2. And 3 more, so, you know, tune in as many as you can. If not, please check out the videos. Have plenty of matches, a lot of time to practice with the different weapons. I gotta get down that, the tactical squid roll air dodge when you fire and roll. That's like, you gotta do a very specific pattern of stuff. Firing while you're in the air, so you have to be, you know, dropping off a ledge or jumping without rolling. And then hit roll, and you'll just completely just, you know, tactical roll down to the ground super fast. So that's a nice way to get out of the line of fire. And gonna check questions. Chow Walker says, yeah, bubblers are very easy to knock off the tower. At the same time, when the whole team is bubbled and you can't kill any of them, I still feel like, yeah, I'm very glad that the bubblers are gone. I know that's personal opinion, but I think it's good that they're wiping the slate clean with these specials, because I know they all have weaknesses in Splatoon 1, but I feel like they were way too centralized. The ones I mentioned, Inkzuka, Bubbler, Kraken, a lot of those really, and bomb rushes, especially in like splat zones and stuff, they could just completely change the tide of the match, especially when you got a team communicating and actually saying, hey, hold on to your specials and use them all at once to just destroy and get the Rainmaker or whatever to the finish line before the other team can really do too much. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what else is in store for Splatoon 2, like the other specials and things on the way, and new weapons and whatnot. But I'm really happy with the balance so far, and the changes they have made. Let's see. What's your opinion on the Switch, says Cyrus? I kind of mentioned that in the last stream, but I am enjoying it a lot. I've been mostly playing Zelda, of course, but I almost wonder if it would be good to dip out of here. You guys can see my Switch menu. I'm going to jump out of the Testfire, and we'll get right back in. I got Swimmy Bird is by, yeah, you can't write out more than a certain amount of characters, so I had to spell my name with that, just like on the Wii U. But I have my other, yeah, Swimmy Boyd with a OID is just my one that I was messing around with stuff. So I got multiple profiles on here, which is nice if you want multiple saves. Let's try to get another lobby going, because, yeah, for whatever reason, that one was having trouble getting the last couple players again. And hopefully we'll get this one more match in here. I would assume we got James already. It's a good sign. And that should fill out, I would hope. We're winding down. This is the Testfire where it's nighttime in Japan, so I was expecting a lot more Japanese players, actually, but not really so much. We'll have to see how that goes. There's probably a lot of Japanese players that are waiting until Splatoon 2 is a little closer to get their Switch, if they can find one, because, yeah, they are tough to find. Nintendo put out a picture of Mario and Luigi packing the Switches, like, individually into boxes, and they're like, we're restocking. And it's like, no wonder they got 2 guys in mascot costumes putting up... No, they're not really using Mario and Luigi to stock it, of course, but yeah. It just made it seem like that's a very inefficient way, getting the Mario Brothers to do that. Man, yeah, we're having trouble finding one final match here. I'd like to have one last one. It looks like it's just going to be me and James. Might as well just wait a couple seconds here, because we're about to back out. Add some echoes in there at the end. Alright, we got another shot. Let's try it one more time here to get back in. This is the first time I've had a couple lobbies go in a row with no match at the end. So hopefully that is not going to be a pattern here for the last couple minutes, because we want to finish up strong. I want to have one more. Daryl G said, do you have neon or gray? I got the neon, and Danielle got the gray, just because I wanted to have 2 different ones. So yeah, my girlfriend's got a different style of Switch than I do. But I do, yeah. I like the neon, even though a lot of people are like having the Joy-Cons look different colors is can mess with people if they're they're really, you know, sticklers for that. But I like having 2 different ones, like having a player 1, player 2 controller setup. Pokemon Master Kiki says, how do you like the new controls? Definitely enjoying the the advances in gyro technology, not even going into all the, HD rumble haptic feedback stuff, but the Pro Controller, I'm really liking using this rather than having the big gamepad on Wii U. It's nice to have a controller I feel like I can kind of handle a little more easily, but if you are used to the gamepad, then just go for the portable mode and you'll have a very similar setup there with a bit more bulk, so you're not spinning out of control using motion controls. But I've seen a lot of people, you can turn them off in the demo on the weapon select screen, so you don't have to use motion controls. This is, unfortunate that we might not get one more match here, but I enjoy hanging with you guys anyways, even though we're hearing just a lot of reggae as I just distort it. It's nice that I get to answer questions, though, between matches. The Rave, Jagger, what was that? Jaeger? I don't know. Or Jagger, like Mick Jagger. He's Mick Jagger's son from the YouTube comment. No. How do you roll with the dualies? You just jump when you're shooting. So there we go. Andrew says, love the content. Keep it up. Definitely. We got 3 more streams ahead. More Zelda. All this other stuff on the way. Oh, pizza's in here. Come on. Just 3 more people. We can finish with a match. Yeah, I think we've rolled over. And hopefully we'll get another one. So if we get booted, I can get into another match. If I exit and try to get back in here, I don't know if I can connect again, unfortunately. So that might be all she wrote. Luxter says, do you like playing handheld or TV mode? I've played almost exclusively TV, but I have actually played a little bit handheld on my own when I'm not recording. It's nice just to be able to pick that up and play more, or if somebody's using the TV, or I want to play on the couch, it's just nice being able to switch. So, man. Well, you know why they named the console that, obviously, but I really have to work in other words so it doesn't sound like I'm you know why they let you switch, and then you wink at the camera because it feels like a commercial or something, but they let you swap things easily, which is handy if you just gotta go to the toilet and you want to take your Splatoon with you. Oh man, so two more people. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but thank you guys again. Had some good matches in there, but we'll have more in the future. And I wonder if there's enough people playing where it looks like maybe they are trying to regionally matchmake people, because we haven't seen too many Japanese players, so maybe that's also why it's having a tougher time finding the right weapons to balance things out and whatnot. Any more questions as we wind down here, because it doesn't look like this is gonna pan out to a match, but the music's nice. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Please tune in for the other ones or watch them in video form if you can't. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. Maybe leave a like. I appreciate that. And thanks for hanging out with me for more Splatoon 2. See you next time. Goodbye.